Hey guys, it's Declan again. So excited to have you back for another great segment. Today we're going to be talking about the do's and the don'ts of exercise. During exercise, it's highly important to practice good technique when you're doing the movement. This will help your body, one, move correctly, but also it'll avoid injury down the line, especially after repetitive wrong movements. Today, I'm going to be taking you through 3 different exercises: squats for your legs, planks for your core and your back, and then push-ups for your upper body. These 3 exercises are kind of a skeletal system that you can build on during your workout. I'm also going to be talking about progressions and regressions so you can find an exercise that challenges you just enough so you can continue moving up and keep building on it. First one we're going to talk about is the squat. When you're performing the squat, your knees should not go beyond your toes, and your upper body should remain tall but not rigid. Toes should be comfortably forward and slightly angled, about shoulder width apart, but again, comfortable. Don't try and do the splits. Please, that's not going to help anyone. The goal should be to reach about chair height. Going lower changes the function, and it's a bit better if you're going to be doing a stretch or the goddess pose in yoga. For this, we're just going to be going to chair height. Squat progressions are quite simple. Once you've mastered the squat, you can begin to add weight through the goblet squat, and when you've mastered that, you can begin to add barbells, or you can even do a back squat and then a front squat with said barbells. A back squat is going to focus a bit more on the back muscles, and a front squat is going to focus a bit more on the quads. To once again step up the progression, you can also add a jump to create a dynamic element and a jump squat. Next is the plank. You can do this on your forearms or on your hands. Each have different benefits. Doing it on your hands involves a bit more of shoulder and upper body stability, while forearm planks focus more on trunk stability and core activation. For this purpose, we'll discuss the forearm technique. It's important to keep a stable platform, butt up and elbows in line with your shoulders. It's also beneficial to squeeze your butt and aid your stability. When beginning a plank, it's a battle of time. To progress, you go longer and begin at around 30 seconds. Progressions for this includes side plank, when you're laying on your side, putting your feet on top of each other and keeping your body in a very straight line while maintaining the stability from the front plank. Other progressions can include up and down planks, alternating between hand and forearm planks, and regressions for this exercise are knees down planks and incline hand planks, both involving you to progress to the ground front plank, which is the first plank we discussed. Lastly, we're going to be discussing the push-up. A push-up is simply a plank with an added motion. All ideas remain, except you are lowering your body to the ground where your nose is just above brushing the ground and your back is remaining stable and up. The main challenge with the push-up is hand placement. Changing where you put your hands in relation to your torso changes what muscles are worked more and also if it's considered a proper push-up. If you have your arms too flared out, it will use your shoulder and bicep muscles too much. If your arms are too narrow, it will overwork your triceps. For a push-up, your hands should be about shoulder width apart and your elbows should come a bit more into your sides, but not so much that they are brushing against your ribs. Progressions can include staggered push-ups, diamond push-ups, and even plyo push-ups. These are very difficult and I can even barely do them. If you can, by all means, go ahead. Regressions are very similar to that of the plank, where we can do knee push-ups, or elevated push-ups, then progressing to the normal on-the-ground push-up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. Tune in next week and we'll be talking about what to do when you can't access a gym.